Hi everyone, I'm Toby Reid, I'm Benny Reid. So the building we're going to talk about today is the Central Goldfields Art Gallery, which is on Dja Dja Wurrung country, also known as Maryborough. The gallery is a sort of, it's a refurbishment in a way of a 1861 fire station. And right from the start, the council intention was, and obviously we totally agreed with this, was that the project should be about sort of decolonisation of Maryborough. Okay, they were really on board with that, and so they commissioned us to turn this into like a sort of a state-of-the-art art gallery on a very low budget, and they also commissioned Junduck and Jawa members to design a sculpture garden, which is in that car park behind the tower there. That's being built at the moment, so there's no photos, unfortunately. But we worked together with Junduck and Andy Nolan and all the members to make sure that the building and the garden sort of talked to each other, communicated to each other, and didn't sort of reinforce dominant ideologies. I suppose that was the main sort of motive behind the discussions. Right? So inside the building, it was just like a rabbit warren. I mean, black and white makes it look nicer, but it was not nice. And at first, all we could think of, what can you do but just get rid of everything, And so we very much treated the project as a process of erasure. We thought, let's design through a process of subtraction and erasure rather than addition and, building whole new things. So we want to see as if we were like, when Rauschenberg rubbed out the de Kooning drawing, like, what can you do if you just go rubber and you're designing through negation, And so that's what we did. So all the red is removed. There were beautiful big gallery doors, but they were blocked from the street, from the main gallery. And so now we sort of got rid of all that, and we created these very much a whole new gallery circulation system, which is accessible because every room was on a different level, but also with this sort of ramped gallery going down the centre of it. And then all these little dotted lines show different kind of communication paths or spatial channels that would cut through the interior and aim through to the garden. And this became part of our discussion with the Jawa members to design the landscape so that we could sort of, we said we can cut a spatial channel through here and you can do something there. And so it became a really interesting conversation, I'd say, how to do this. So we also cut two big skylights, one in the middle of the ramp gallery and one in the entry, which cut through the roof to the tower. And although the tower was Victorian, we thought what we're doing is actually we're actually showing it in a way that's against the Victorian system of architecture. It's not something that would have been done within the Victorian ideology. So these are just some of the diagrams that we did for the Venice Biennale last year, which kind of showed those tactics of cutting these spatial channels both through the roof and the walls. And this is one of them. So this is the entry space, and that's on your left is the ramp gallery, which is like a pop-up gallery for younger artists. And this, the sort of split circle wall, we needed a column there. We also needed some kind of, I suppose a sort of balcony, a sort of thing to stop people falling over the ramps. So we just did this circle. So we wanted to sort of negotiate the white cube interior that's expected of an art gallery, and then start slicing away at it to reveal the kind of older history of the building as well, and also different ideas like, I suppose, to deconstruct the idea of the white cube as well. So this other one that's cut, the other wall that is cut against the bricks in the background there, that's revealing the oldest wall in the building. Okay, so that's historically the oldest. So we thought this is a way of actually drawing attention to it and making people think about it rather than just sort of having it all exposed. Okay? And then the view that we've cut through here is to the underside of the tower. So we basically took the underside of the tower and then just took that as a kind of cutting template through the whole building to the main gallery. So it's really, like, as I said, it was a low budget, it's like $2 million, but it was very much a conceptual attitude towards interiors and how you can deal with interior architecture on very much a conceptual level. That's where we saw it. So they're the skylights. It's very minimal things done to the exterior. Like we just painted the doors red and put some reflective signage on, and put the two skylights, which are not that visible anyway. Okay, you can see them there. That's the future site for the sculpture garden there, which is they've just started construction of that. Okay. So you can see how the section works here, looking through the entry skylight, and that's that view there. So we're really glad that the surveyor didn't make a mistake. But we did say to the builder, look, once you've framed it up, let's just check it works, and they did work, so it's okay. And that's as you walk in the front door, so that's the same skylight, but just looking straight into the reception desk. And also you can see on the right-hand side, there's a small window there that cuts through the sculpture garden, so it's one of those channels. That's from inside the main gallery. That's another one of those diagrams. This is in the middle of the ramp gallery, so that's the view there. So you can see the tower as you stand there, and there's the main gallery space there on the right, which was where the fire station, the fire trucks were, or carriages or whatever they had originally. And then on the left-hand side, there's there's now rack storage, but it hadn't been installed at this time, and you can see through, like, there's glass sliding doors, so you can see all the storage of the paintings, and then there's offices further on. And so we kept all the, we made a thing of all the old walls, so you can kind of see the traces of the old architecture, what's been erased, and even the footsteps of the original people who made the concrete slab. That's good sort of reflections. And just, installation shots. So you can see what we did with the front doors here. Like, there's walls behind here, so these doors were never opened before. Now, like, they can have an opening, and you can slide the glass door open, and you can have people going in and out. If you get a video artist in there, for instance, you can just have the doors closed if you want. Okay, so it's much more flexible now. And is that 2 minutes?
It's actually time.
That's my time. Okay.